August 7th, monthly maintenance at the Zimmermans. Did a very thorough maintenance today. We're able to make it around pretty much the entire property. They did recently put down some mulch in the front area and along the left side of the house, which makes a huge difference. It really looks nice. So was really pleased to see that when we came in. Not a ton of work to do in this circle bed, just pulling runners primarily. We got some of the snow in summer deadheaded. We kind of left the yarrow crisp up. We got some of the super crispy bits out of there, but really want that to propagate. So we're gonna let it go to seed and hopefully it spreads throughout this bed. So there's this void under this aspen here. Along the front side here, we got the planters all deadheaded. They're looking really nice. Didn't need a whole lot. Hopefully the color kind of comes back in this one that's in the super shady area. We got those impatiens nice and deadheaded, so they should have a second bloom. Everything's looking good and healthy. Coming along this side here, primarily just plucking runners, getting debris out of here. Coming along the right side of the driveway. I cleaned up the lambs here a little bit, as well as deadheaded all the salvia. Lots of salvia in here, pulled a bunch of runners. They did also mulch in this scrub oak area, so that makes it look really nice. Coming across the walkway here, we got this this gravel area all weeded out. We got salvia deadheaded over here, letting the catmint go a little bit longer. Got the lupin deadheaded over there, yarrow's in bloom. Got the salvia deadheaded over here. Really, I think it's getting eaten by grasshoppers, so it doesn't look all that great, but that's all right. Pulled runners and morning glory out of this area, deadheaded all the lupin. It looks like the currants are also getting munched, probably by an ungulate, but they look all right. Coming through the path here, we did take out some of the dead lupin from this area, as well as pulled a bunch of runners. So this is looking nice and clean. Coming down around the hot tub, did some thorough weeding, cleaned up the grass line, deadheaded all the salvia. The juniper isn't looking great, and I hesitate to do anything with it right now, just because it is nice and green. It might be, you know, a fall or spring project to really clean it up and pull the dead out, but something to plan for in the future. We cleaned up this whole area, got the lupin. You know, a lot of it was flopped over. They had someone come and prune their willows, and unfortunately they left a bunch of the sticks everywhere. So we got that all cleaned up, pulled a bunch of the willow branches out of the spirea there, cleaned this whole area up, deadheaded. It's looking good. Down on the second level here, the planters are looking really nice. Irrigation's working. Potentilla is in full bloom, looking great. You can see the planters looking really cool. Looks like this crocodoja, I believe, is kind of getting eaten by something. I would imagine the grasshoppers, but for the most part, there's nice color in here and it's looking good. We really cleaned up under the two spruce trees here, cleaned up around the hollyhocks, got up on the second level, cleaned a bunch of debris up, did some deadheading, looking really good. Did some light work over on this left side of the patio. You know, a little bit of deadheading, mostly just debris cleanup. We did take some of the spent columbine seeds and spread them around in hopes that they propagate. Coming up above the hot tub, really cleaned up this grass line, pulled a bunch of debris out of here, deadheaded salvia, deadheaded lupin, weeded this whole area in front of the willows, got that climbing vine, is that a honeysuckle? I'm not sure. We got that kind of tied up again. It was kind of flopped over, but we cleaned up this whole edge, made it look nice, pulled a bunch of runners, pulled a bunch of debris out of this zone in front of the little side porch here. Got this fluffed, looking really nice. Cleaned up some of the ladies' mantle that wasn't looking great on that second level. Pulled a bunch of leaves out of this zone. Got this fluffed. Got leaves out of the Oregon grape and the rock there. Cleaned up the debris around here. Unfortunately, you know, a couple of the boxwoods, as we already knew, kind of are toast. That one on the left over there is pretty fried, as well as this one right here is, I'd say, about done. But aside from that, this area looks nice. Definitely dry. That geranium will probably need to be deadheaded next time. Coming down along this way, there was a big, I believe it was a yew. There was some shrub there that didn't make it, so we just cut it to the ground. I might shoot back up again next year. We were able to weed around all the tree rings as well, and clean up this whole zone that I believe at one point was a vegetable garden. We got the lilies cleaned up in here, a bunch of debris, did some deadheading, made this look a lot nicer. Again, this area is dry. We cleaned up the irises a bit, but you know, it is kind of natural up here, so kind of like to keep it that way. Maybe in the future they'll want to address their irrigation, but it's kind of a bigger project that we can take on at this time. I think it's I think it needs more help than what I can do in a day. But yeah, for the most part, everything looking good here. Really productive day.